You might be wondering what I'm doing with my stock seats. Well, we're gonna go back to the OEM seats. Let me explain. Forgot how these feel, but they're pretty comfortable, and it's time to go back to OEM. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are taking out my racing Braum seats and putting back the OEM Nismo seats. I missed these. I forgot how comfortable these were. As sick as the Braum seats are, and I love the red seats, I think it's time to put the OEM seats back into the Z. So you might be wondering why I'm installing the OEM seats back into the Z. First of all, I got the seats from my wife like 6 years ago in 2020. At the time, they were the thing to get for any type of car, especially for Zs. If you guys don't know, Low Tech, he is the reason why I wanted the seat so bad back in 2020. And Braum was just a popular brand back in the day, but I think it's time to go back to OEM. You guys might think that I'm selling the Z, and as of right now, I don't plan to, but some of you guys know I do have a brand, and I started that back in 2022, and that's taken like all my time away from YouTube, and I still have it and it's still up and running, but the money that I could get for the Z could help me out in my brand. Back when I started the brand, YouTube kind of sat in the back burner, and that took most of my energy, but now I'm trying to focus more on YouTube and my business at the same time. But if I can get the Z, somehow I'm able to monetize on YouTube and kind of Instagram and everything, I would keep it. But it's kind of like in the back of my head to sell it. I don't want to sell it at all because it is my dream car, and I got it back in 2017. So I've had it for almost 9 years, and it's crazy. I've had it for a long time. I've only put like 30,000 miles in it, and that's another reason why I'm kind of thinking of selling it. I don't drive it as much. As you guys see, the hat right here, I do have kids now, and this kind of just sits in the garage and doesn't get driven as it should. So yeah, as of now, I don't plan on selling it, but if it does go, it would help me out a lot in my business, and that's kind of what I want to focus on, is YouTube and my brand. If you guys haven't checked it out, or if you guys don't know, I do have a brand, and it is Silent Society. This is the hoodie zip up that we released last year. We still have a few in stock, so if you're looking for anything and you want to support the channel, check out the link down below. It will help a lot, but as of now, I am not selling the Z. If I do, it will help me out with my brand, and I will probably I want to buy a right-hand drive car. If I do plan on selling this, I would get like a right-hand drive car or a project car. That would be the plan. I would still keep the Type R because I do have back seats, and my kids are able to sit back there. So I don't know. You guys tell me, should I sell the Z? Should I keep it and try to monetize through content with the Z? I don't want to sell it. Like I said, it's an absolute dream car of mine, but I don't know, you guys let me know. So the main reason why I'm installing the OEM seats back into the Z is because of safety. Obviously they don't have airbags, and that's like a big safety concern. Especially now that I have a family, I kind of take my safety more serious, and messing with the OEM seats and the safety in the Z. It's kind of the last thing I want to do now. As you guys know, the Braum seats, or most of the Braum seats, they don't have the certification or the safety rating that I believe is like the FIA/SFI. I might be wrong, but I'll put it down here. And they don't come with that certification. They do have seats that are rated for like track use and safety rated, and the ones I got, I believe, do not. Nothing against Braum. I think they're great seats. I think they make great seats. But if you take your safety serious, I think sticking with the OEM seats are gonna be your best bet, especially if you have a family. And it's been a while since I wanted to put them back, but I've just been too lazy to put them back. And I just think the red seats look amazing in the Z. So it's like another reason why I don't want to, but I think safety is much more important than the color of the seats. And I think these are a little bit more comfortable than the Braum seats. If you're going on a long road trip, or if you daily it, the Braum seats can get a little uncomfortable just because there's not a lot of cushion. And the OEM ones are pretty comfortable, and they have a lot of cushion in them, at least more than the Braum seats. So I am getting older. I can appreciate a clean OEM interior and the comfort of OEM. Because I do just drive the street. I don't track it or anything, so I don't need anything crazy in the interior. I don't plan on changing anything in the interior, like the steering wheel, like a lot of people do. And obviously I'm putting the seats back, so it's just gonna be OEM in the interior, and we can mod the outside and do all that from the exterior. These are just like any regular OEM 370Z. You just have the Nismo brand on the seats. But I think that's still a pretty cool touch. I wish the V1 came with the Recaro seats that come in the V2, but those are like $2,500 that I don't think are worth. I mean, I do think they're worth it, but I don't have the money to spend $2,500 on OEM seats. So these would do, and these, I think, will do the job. We're just gonna get to the install. If you guys don't know how to take out your seats, go back. I will put the video of me installing the Braum seat into the Z. You guys can watch that for like step-by-step video on how to change your seats. So we're just gonna get right into it, do a time lapse of the seats going back in. And first we are gonna clean these seats because they are pretty crusty. I wanna clean this up before they go in. So we're gonna do that real quick, and we should be getting the Braum seats out. If you guys are looking for Braum seats, they will be up for sale. Hit me up if you're in the DMV area. I will be selling that along with the seat brackets. But yeah, let's get these seats installed, cleaned up, and it should be pretty quick. But I say that all the time. It is 2:30. So we're gonna see how fast we can put the OEM seats back. I always say it's gonna be pretty fast, but ends up being something always ends up happening. If you guys have never seen my videos, there's always something that happens, especially with the Z. So hopefully everything goes smooth. See how fast we can clean up the seats, remove the Braum seats, and put the OEM seats back into the Z. So let's get right into it. Hopefully it'll take an hour and we can be done. It's a little cold today, but we finished cleaning up the seats and they look so good. At one point, I did consider selling these, and I am glad I did not, because now I don't have to go through the struggle to find the seats and spend the money. So we're gonna get started with the install. These have to dry. They're pretty soaked. So while these are drying, we have to disconnect the battery and remove the seats from the car. If you guys didn't see the install video, I did a bypass to the airbags, and it's probably not safe. So that's another reason why I am installing the seats back into the Z and just have the OEM seats in the Z and have airbags, because you know airbags are pretty important. So let's get started, disconnect the battery, and get started with the install of the OEM seats. So I just disconnected the battery. Now we're gonna remove the seats, and it's only held on by 4 bolts. I believe it's a 14. Let's try it out. Yeah. I don't know how tight these are gonna be. Pretty tight. Can't lie, I am gonna miss the red seats in the Nismo. I think it looks so good, but I think the OEM is the way to go. I don't know, what would you guys rock? Would you guys rock with the Braum seats, or would you guys keep the OEM and not change anything in the interior? I'm kind of going back and forth, and I don't know if I'm gonna regret it, but I don't think I will regret my safety if anything does happen, which I pray to God doesn't. So I just thought about it. I don't know why I'm not using this. Make my life so much easier. So I got the seats out, and it is very strange to see the Z without red seats. It's been like 6 years that I've had the Braum seats on this car, and it's just weird. So while I have the seats out, we're gonna vacuum the inside because it is pretty dirty in here. So might as well vacuum the inside, and then we're gonna move on to installing the OEM seats. So we got the seats out, we got the inside clean. Now it's time to put the OEM seats back. I'm excited to put these back and see how it looks, because I forgot how it looks. I forgot how these seats look inside. So let's get to it. First, we have to take off the seat buckles off of the Braum seats, and then install them onto the OEM seats, and then we can install them into the car. So let's go do that. I'm running out of time. Let's get to it. I'm trying to finish this in the next 30 minutes. So let's go. Alright, got the passenger. There we go. Perfect. Driver's side. And this bolt is not going to work because it's too big. Like I mentioned earlier, something always goes wrong when I'm doing an install, and that something is the bolt that goes onto the seatbelt buckle is way too big, and I don't think I kept the OEM one that was on the seat, which I should have just screwed it on there. I don't know why I didn't, and if I did keep it, I don't know where I put it because it was like 6 years ago. So what I'm gonna do is I'm still going to install the seats, and later on I'm gonna find bolts to install the seatbelt buckle onto the seat. But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna install the seats and later on install these. So let's skip this step and move on to installing the seats in the Z. I'm just gonna start with the driver's side, try to put the seatbelt buckle and route it through the bottom, and then bolt the seat onto the car, and then move on to the passenger seat. This one's pretty dusty too. All right, so this seat is ready to go in. Let's get it in and hopefully we can bolt it down. If we can't bolt it down, then this video is complete garbage. Let's go. Probably much easier to get in than, probably not, but oh, way easier. Way easier. Let's connect up everything. There we go. Let's get this airbag one in, and I'm hoping I don't get an airbag light when I put the battery back on. Then that will be bad. The driver's seat is all bolted up. The only thing I have to figure out is the torque spec, which Google is saying 32 to 40 foot-pounds for the OEM mounting bolts. So with many installers suggesting right around 30 foot-pounds for standard use. So we're gonna go with 32, torque these down, and then move on to the passenger side, and we're all done. So let's get to it. Even though I have to take these back out to put the seatbelt buckle when I get the bolts. Now the only thing is this torque wrench is pretty long, so I don't know if I'll be able to fit it in here to the seat. I should. I'll have to be deep in here. Alright. I'm doing like one click at a time. Ah, come on. 32. Let's go. No, one more. Maybe. Nope. One more. There we go. The OEM seats are way easier to put in than aftermarket. These are actually meant for the car. Alright. It is so weird having the OEM seats in here, but it feels so good, and I'm glad I'm going back to the OEM seats. They just feel good. They feel like they're supposed to be in here, which is a good thing. So now I'm going to connect the battery. Hopefully we don't get any airbag lights or any airbags deploying, because that would be very bad. So let's connect the battery and pray for the best. So far so good. Where are the keys? Alright. So far so good. Now if an airbag explodes in here, I swear. Everything's back to zero. I do not regret switching out for the OEM seats. They're super comfortable, and I'm not sitting super high like I was with the Braum seats. These are super comfortable. I'm kind of low to the ground, which I like, and I think they just look so good. They're still wet, so I'm sitting on a wet seat, but I don't know if we got a light. I have to turn on the vehicle to see if it threw any service light, and I'm really hoping we do not. If it does not throw any lights, then we are good to go and the install is done. So I'm gonna turn on the Z, open the garage and get it back in here, and hopefully we do not have any lights. So let's check it out. I'm gonna move the Z, okay? I'm gonna do it. Not right now, okay? Hold on. My son really wants to help me park the Z. Adjust the seats. And it's gonna, if the airbag goes off, we are cooked. No lights. That's right. Job. You happy?
Yes.
Oh, careful. Alright. Go inside, please. It's very cold.
The tripod's all in.
It is. That is going to be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if I made the right choice by putting the OEM seats back into the Z. I think they look amazing. They're so comfortable. And yeah, if you're looking for Braum seats and you live in the DMV area, I'm gonna be listing them, so let me know. They are gonna be up for sale. But I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.